I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sword.
Bloody hell, now that is a JoJo reference.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
Are you
You
sure?
don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
Moving on.
Talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboard.
Who wasn't at the party again?
He's right next to you.
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Yes!
Right.
Miss Monami over here is your witness!
Unfortunately, you.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen
Yeah.
for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
You can still commit the murder, buddy.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Blackout.
Dude, look at Nekomaru.
It obviously has to be him.
Yeah, do I have to point it out? I don't have to, good.
Yay! It's decided!
What the f are you
Oh.
saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me! Kill you!
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
News, you're not... Okay, the silencer. Finally, okay, let's do it.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And you could have stared at panties all day
What? Huh?
without going to the storage room in the dark.
Okay, I think Chiaki saw him. I saw it.
True, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the killer!
Then say it
When the
then.
party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
Maybe.
The culprit is self-evident.
Nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No,
Nope,
that's wrong!
I'm just vibing. Alright.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Yeah, she saw him.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
Hey, don't disrespect Chiaki.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
Spy.
What'd you say?
No!
Oh my god.
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
Maybe they used the glowing paint.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage.
Oh, you wanna say something?
The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Huh? Okay, another one.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Fire door?
Is it really not?
Crap, I missed.
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
That could be a possibility.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
A light.
Definitely sounds impossible.
Maybe they used the light in here. In one of those two doors to see. That might be wrong, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I agree. What?
Crap!
Oh, crap.
What if they used a light?
Yes, okay. That's what I was supposed to do.
I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
For once.
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
Iron skewer. Portable stove. They used that to see? Interesting. So the cooking guy is the culprit, right? Like, he's the one that done it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Oh, great.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in...
Ew, ew, ew.
You's a freaky ass!
Dude. No.
I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm sorry.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
What? Oh my god, you two?
Will you be able to break through my argument?
Time to lock in.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I can't back down!
Oh god. Spam! Oh, there we go.
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
Okay, I think it's the fire door.
What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway...
Nope.
Ah, crap.
Wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Nope.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
Yeah.
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
Yeah, that's so Nagito.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your
Dude.
up for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're
Okay,
telling
then.
me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
No, come on, Nakamura.
If you think I am, I really don't mind.
Oh my god. He's like a third imposter.
Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it. no matter what it is.
Yeah, he's a freak. Where are you? There you are. Boom!
You're the only one! Teru. Could it be you?
Finally.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb.
The killer?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel. Teru. That attitude is so not like you. Or the ultimate cook to get so upset. Call me chef. If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The what now?
The future of the culinary arts. That's right. For the future of the culinary arts.
What?
You must face this and fight it fair and square.
Hey, don't support the killer.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah, great.
that's totally right.
Why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light. And that they used the fire door to mask that light. And that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed. That's right. What do you think about that?
Bro, shut up. It's you. Come on.
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
That's the case, then Gundam should know.
Yeah.
He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboard. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
That could be useful.
That sounds super important! If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right? And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The mark. It's gotta be the knife.
I can prove
Okay.
it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved. That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
That is interesting, yeah.
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really? I don't know anything at all. Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Let him talk, let him talk.
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak. If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step!
What the hell?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout? That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
That sounds sus.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by looking their script.
Bloody hell, now that is a JoJo reference.
If you want.
No. Did he just roll? Oh my god, this guy is a freak.
Hey, you look greasy. But I heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right. Teruteru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me?
Oh, come on, Gabble, calm down.
It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope.
What?
Will that be enough to crush Teruteru's hope?